Hi, I'm Ryan LaPlante, and I'm one of the crazy founders of Dumb Dumbs and Dice, the podcast production company that's making the podcast you're listening to right now. Now, we're clearly busy. We're producing 5 weekly podcasts and a 6th event podcast, but we want to take this time to invite you to become a part of our company and a part of our Patreon at patreon.com/dumbdumbdice. You can get access to our Discord, access to exclusive DM and character chats. You can get the chance to name characters in our shows and vote on the way their stories will progress. You can even become a recurring NPC and hear yourself interacting with our characters each week through the voice of Tom. You can become a patron for as little as $1, and there's great value for you at even that level. So please, join the Dumb Dumbs and Dice family and help us make even more content in a way that you are guaranteed to love. That's patreon.com/dumbdumbdice. DUMBDICE. So let's do something dumb together, and thanks for listening.
I am Executron, god of merchandising, and I came into existence because Dumb Dumbs and Dice has its own merchandise. That's a god pun. Get it? Dice? Merchandise? Anyways, you can get t-shirts, hoodies, spiral notebooks, clocks, wall art, throw pillows, bags, and even stickers emblazoned with your favorite Dumb Dumbs and Dice characters and their catchphrases. There are plenty of different designs available, so there is guaranteed to be something you love. To show your love of Dumb Dumbs and Dice, go to redbubble.com/people/dumbdumbdice. That's DUMBDICE. One more time for the mortals in the back, redbubble.com/people/dumbdumbdice. Get your merchandise today. All art supplied by the brilliant Decapitated Markers.
Welcome back to Dumb, Scum, and Villainy, a Dumb Dumbs and Dice podcast where professional voiceover artists and improvisers explore the underworld of this Star Wars Edge of the Empire role-playing game. I'm your host, Blotto the Toydarian. This series features our Game Master Tom McGee, Ryan LaPlante as Abraxes Brash Korr, Tyler Hewitt as Vic Denbar, Guy Bradford as N-Gage 311, and Adam McNamara as the forgetful psychopath Wakka Wakka Fonzie. Our gang have entered into the den of the 2 Cups Syndicate, and they're facing off with the Warlord himself. N-Gage told Wakka his entire backstory. Wakka forgave and then teamed up with his creator. Vic cleaned Kano off of himself, and Brash watched 2 Cups, leader of the 2 Cups Syndicate, execute his uncle Xanatos. There. You're caught up, so get out of my shop or spend money. No credits, only money.
So, Brash, you've just watched the scariest Gungan you can possibly imagine, just like covered in scars, covered in tattoos. He's like missing an eye stalk, just flex massive muscles around your uncle's head. And then you manage to just catch Xanatos' one good eye right before you hear the snap. Is there anything you say before doom comes to him?
I think he just goes like, and then he just full body turns gray almost instantly in horror. And he goes from leading the group, he just takes like 2 steps back and lets everybody else sort of take the lead.
So 2 Cups turns around, and he is indeed a scary, scary fucking Gungan. You get the sense that he's the kind of Gungan who has made a lifetime of beating up people who make fun of Gungans. And he's about 7 feet tall. He's just like ripped in like a Dave Bautista way. And he is wearing a...
That was him.
He's wearing a...
That was his shirt splitting from all the muscles.
Yeah, he's like, this is the 3rd time today. And he sure, like true to his name, is wearing a tutu, but it's made of knives. So Xanatos drops limply in front of him and also starts to turn gray, but not because of horror, just because of death. And he says, Tutu says, sorry, Nisa, I just had to take care of the trash. welcome, and he calls for drinks, and like a weird off-brand cantina band starts up, kind of like a bad remix of like a cantina song. And
It's like the new Ghostbusters theme to the old Ghostbusters theme.
yes, it's Panic at the
Fall Out Boy is doing it.
Yes, yeah. I was gonna go Panic at the Disco, but yours is worse and more accurate. Ghostbusters. Yeah, so that's the bullshit you're putting up with, and you can immediately see kind of like a couple of toughs sort of materialize out of the shadows and start dragging the body away, and he says, I understand you have some information for me.
Yes, Vic will assume leadership. Man, it's been a week. What do we got?
So, if you'll remember, having successfully rescued the hackers,
We have the secret like backdoor location to Agrippa the Blue,
to
right?
get into Agrippa's
the
surface.
other cartel.
Yes, okay.
He should just not know. He's just like, yes, of course. The thing that we all are here for. Yes,
That'd be the most
naturally.
Vic thing.
Yeah.
We have what you want.
Yeah, we have some information about Agrippa the Hutt that we'd like to exchange for some services.
What kind of services would you ask of Tutu Cups?
We would like my parents back from Agrippa.
He like pats himself down and he's like, "Oh, shit, sorry, bud. Don't have your parents on me."
No, yeah, but you will, so that'll be great when you do that.
He pats himself down again, like a little less certain. He's like, "Oh, you mean figuratively?"
Yes, yes, that is what I mean. And perhaps you could even use the information that we give you to help us get them back.
That sounds like a bomb-bad idea to me, sir. Me. Your language is like ash in my mouth.
My language?
Yes.
Buddy, everybody speaks this language.
And it tastes like ash in my mouth.
Oh, all right. Maybe I can do something about that for you.
Do you speak Gungan?
No, but I could probably get some gum for you or something like that, or help you out.
I think I like this one.
Oh, I think I like you too.
What's wrong with your gray friend?
Gray friend. Brash, you don't normally look that way. You're kind of embarrassing me. One boss of a gang to another here.
And then you just see Brash desperately go from gray to red because he hates being insulted, especially in public.
That's better.
He's
There
just
we
going to
go.
walk forwards and then just slap Vic and then just look at Tutu Cups and be like, "And I would like you to pay off all of the assassins currently trying to kill me so they would stop doing that."
Your lava lamp seems very mad.
Yeah, ow. Hey, man. You gotta control your emotions there a little better.
I think you step over his dead uncle as you say it.
Yeah, I looked down like, did we know him? Anyway. Look, let's talk plan of action here, all right? You want information on Agrippa. You want those blue jerks out of your territory.
I do want those blue jerks out of my territory.
We want them gone too. It's mutually beneficial for them to not be in power anymore.
Okay, well, what's the deal with the robot?
Yes.
As you understand, we Gungans have a bad history with robots.
Of course I understand that. Absolutely. I understand probably better than most.
You were there at Naboo?
I was there at Naboo. Anyway. And
He thinks that's where his money is now.
Tyler, can you go ahead and roll me I think this is probably cunning.
it hardly sounds cunning, but
Well, I mean, what do you think you're using right now? Certainly not intellect.
no.
I mean,
not
it could
intellect.
be presence, I guess, if you're just swinging for the fences
I guess
here.
it's cunning in the sense that I am just telling him things that I think he wants to hear.
Yeah, that's
to
what I
make
mean. I don't think
myself
you're trying to
seem
pull one
smarter.
over. You're just saying things.
So do you want cunning and skullduggery or deception or?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. So that's 3 and 2.
And let's take 3 purple.
Okay.
I'll give you 1 blue because he likes you for offering him gum. I'm going to give you 1 black for how very obviously not in on it Brash is.
All right, cool. Ooh, not great. That's a total of 4 failures with, check this, 3 advantage. So not helpful.
Okay. Well, the advantage means he won't just shoot you dead.
Great.
So instead, you just you hear kind of a tussle of fabric, and suddenly just guns are out everywhere. N-Gage, to your disappointment, Long John Girthy, the Gamorrean guard, has not raised his axe. He stands there with his arms folded over his massive stomach, just looking at you with just the biggest look of disgust and disappointment.
What's all this about then? Don't give me that shit-eating grin there, pal.
I mean, it seems like a good time for an axe if you had one.
Yeah, it sure does.
Yeah, I mean,
But you kicked me down to the ground like I
sure
was nothing
did.
but
did that.
a pile of balsa wood.
Yep, that's how I kick wood around
All
these
right.
parts.
Well,
That's why there's no trees.
Okay, well, for a pig fella, you better watch your back. I don't know what having to be a pig has to do with it, but
I mean, it's hard to do. My neck is thick.
It's very thick.
Tom, do we still have our weapons on us, or did they search us? I can't remember.
I believe they had you turn your weapons in.
Tell you what, though, while you've been prattling on, I've just been, stuck in this hate rut, angry beyond, belief. And I've been hacking their security systems this whole time.
All right, well, go ahead and roll me some bones and tell me.
All
We'll figure
right.
out how well you hacked their security
Let's
systems.
see
there.
here.
So,
I'll help you.
So, Guy, we're going to say.
And then I won.
Guy is desperately gesturing to me to
Yes,
get the dice for him.
Get me my dice.
I'm reading my chart here. Okay, so let's go intellect and computers, please.
So what number do you have for intellect across the top there?
Intellect is 4.
4.
Ooh.
Okay, and alphabetically, what do you have for computers down the side?
That is +1.
Okay. So because computers is 1, is that
You
1
get,
green? And,
3 green, 1 yellow.
okay, so it's right. It's whichever one is higher.
Yep.
N-Gage 311. I do computers.
There you go. He's gonna assign
yeah.
difficulty dice to you now.
I'm going to give you 4 difficulty because you're
that's
trying to wirelessly hack
4 purples. Take
a,
those as
a
well.
mobster's thing. I'm going to spend a point of destiny to make one of those purples a red, which are those big angry.
So put away 1 purple and take out a red instead.
Oh, jeez.
And I'm going to give you 1 setback die, which is the black ones there, because you're so mad at the pig that it's just distracting you a little bit from your hackery.
I'll say.
All right, go ahead and roll them
Roll
bones.
all that.
This is the sound of all the information crossing the neural net.
Yeah, Star Wars tech kind of sucks, so it's just like,
Your brain chugging along, clickety clack.
yeah, this is a fax machine in the Star Wars universe.
Okay, so you're looking pretty good. Oh. You're looking less good as I look at more of these. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's a net of 4 failures.
Oh,
and then
shit.
a net of 0 threat and advantage. So it's just 1 failure.
All right, so as the rock tumbler in your mind runs, you start to sort of activate systems, but then you realize that, oh no, it's a dummy system. This is just a trap for hackers. And you look over and the pig man just like taps the side of his head, and you can see he's got a cybernetic implant.
Wow, fucking pig's smart.
Well, having watched this train wreck, Brash is realizing that the only person who can possibly save this diplomatically is him.
Fonzie? Oh, you. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
No, he's determined. He sees Fonzie start to move.
Well, I was going to
and
say,
then
like,
he
Fonzie,
acts.
a bunch of people just pulled guns.
So wait, do I not have my fork gun?
You do not have your fork gun.
You don't have any guns.
So I'm like,
Or your knives.
they took my knives?
They did. They were on
What?
they were very visible.
Oh, geez. Oh, all right. So I put up my hand to ask a question.
Brash, do you let him ask his question?
No,
Vic absolutely will be like, yes.
No, I was
Wakka.
going to say, I pull his hand down, kick the back of Vic's knee, and then punch Vic so that he shuts up. And then I turn to two cops. I go, I'm so sorry about this. They convinced me that we had to do something clever to impress you, but I told them, and then I slap Vic again, that I was the captain and that democracy is a failure. And then I slap him one more time, and then I turn to two cops. I go, We have the codes for you. Everyone wanted to be clever. I told them you were too deadly. I told them you were the person we wanted to ally ourselves with. And I just step forwards and I just like run a hand over the side of his face. But
It feels like sandpaper.
That's fine. It's not about him. And I hit him with a blast of pheromones. And I'm like, we all need allies in this time. We all need to build a future together. And I believe you could be a future for us, for them, for everyone.
Okay, spend some stuff to make those pheromones happen. How do the pheromones work again? Do you remember?
Okay, yes. So the pheromones let me upgrade charm, deception, or negotiation die once per check. So it takes 2 strains. So I'll add that.
In the meantime, I've put my hand back up.
And I high five it.
And then I put my other hand up. One hand's high fiving you, and the other hand has a question.
I'm ignoring that. I'm just focused on 2 cups. So I'm like, you and I are leaders. We can build a future together.
All right, that's going to be 4 purple.
4 purple. Okay, great. Would we believe that this could be leadership and presence? Or would
Sure,
this be...
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right, so presence gives me...
It's just the sound of a metallic high five happening kind of constantly.
Clonk, 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 clonk.
Tip is 2, and I've upgraded one of them, so it actually means I'm at 3 yellow. What am I rolling, Tom? 4 purple?
4 purple.
Great. I do have something that if it's leadership gets rid of a black, but I'm imagining that wouldn't do anything here?
No.
Cool.
Hello, everyone. This is Tyler Hewitt, just coming at you with a little special offer for you. You know, if you're a fan of what we're doing here on the show, then we have, to borrow a phrase from Jerry Holkins, a patron-oriented experience tailored just for you. If you go to
Patreon.com/dumdumdice.
you can sign up and get a bunch of special features that we're not really going to make available to anyone else, so do that now. Well, not right now, but, you know.
Actually, Ryan, if you can tell me, Tutu Cup says, "Oh yeah, what is your favorite thing about Gungans?" If you can tell me a thing that he actually believes, you can have a blue dice.
I appreciate your ability in the water and your refusal to back down.
It's 2 things.
Those are true things. Take a blue.
And then we high five. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, 2, 1, 2. 2 hands, fella. 2 hands. 2 good things.
It's like weird Star Wars binary.
God damn it. There's just nothing going to work for us today. Okay, that is...
The story ends with you guys getting murdered by the
Honestly.
Gungan lobster.
Wait, can I? If it's not working out,
This is not a great die roll, no.
can I? Then look. I just want to say straight up, as one robot who has suffered mightily. You know. Oh yeah, at the hands of organic life, just like you've suffered from the hands of metal life. I'm just so wowed by your grace and how powerful you are. Tell you what, instead of hacking your system, how about I just hack a banking system and just, insert like 50 million credits into your account right now?
I would have liked that, but first I need to see what his dice roll was to see if he has to die.
I have a question.
One moment, deadly warrior man.
Okay.
Cool. 2 failure and 3 threat. I literally wrote the most wrong things I could on every single purple die.
Yeah, all right. So the guns are now to Brash's head. He's out of the scene. Guy, go ahead and try and roll the best.
The 50 million credit
The
check.
most amazing check you can. Meanwhile, Adam, what is your question?
So we get to ask you for things, right? Is that what's happening?
If you have what I need.
Well, I have a secret plan, but I need things in order to make it happen.
What's the plan?
Well, once I have the things, then I will reveal the plan.
This
and
does
then
not seem like a good deal for me.
Okay, wait, hold on. You know those things when those like little floaty ball things that they use for training, and they kind of shoot little lasers?
Yes, we call them shooty trainee balls.
Oh, okay. Do you have like 5?
I have 6.
Can I? I only need 5. Can I?
I appreciate you not fleecing me on this.
Yeah. No, I mean, well, if I could have 5, that'd be pretty nice.
What do you need them for?
Well, from the secret plan that I have planned.
Is it going to fuck me over?
No. I
Who
need this.
is it going to fuck over?
I need this for Agrippa.
Okay, that sounds like a good deal.
Yeah.
these things are very inexpensive. So someone goes and gets you 5 training droids. God help us all.
Yay!
So yes, they just hand you the 5 like little hover shooty trainee balls.
Sweet.
Guy, go ahead and roll me, please. A 5 difficulty. That's 5 purple.
Got it. Okay, there.
You're gonna have to beat that by quite a bit to get 50 million credits.
I didn't realize that was a high number in the future.
What else does he have to roll, Tom? Because he's just holding
so
purple.
it's the same thing.
Inflation
So
would take it down
three
a bit.
green and 1 yellow.
I was going to say, he just says purple.
3 green,
The result's gonna be the same.
1 yellow.
Can I spend a point of destiny?
Sure can, bud.
Vic has finally recovered from being bludgeoned about the head by Brash, and he's after watching Brash's plan not work, he's still really petty and like probably crying a little bit because like he got hit in the face. So that doesn't happen very much to him. So he does grab Brash by the hair and just kind of like pull it, and now we are just fighting like children. And I think the Tutu kind of thinks we're funny.
Yeah, I buy that 100%.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Okay, go ahead and roll your dice, sir.
So can that affect the
Oh,
die?
yes, I'm sorry,
pool
100%.
here?
Yes, so
not doing it just
swap
so-
1 green for a yellow. No, that's just great flavor, Tyler. Good work. We
1
can all go
green for a yellow.
There we go.
home. Yep.
Okay.
Wow, that's really good.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he did it.
It's also a little bad.
Oh.
Oh, come on.
So we've got. Do you want to count triumphs and successes separately, or do triumphs count towards successes?
Triumphs count as 2 successes.
Okay, so we have a total of 5 successes because we rolled 2 triumphs and a regular success. 3 failures, so that's still 2 successes ahead. 3 threat, 1 advantage. So 2 successes, 2 threat.
Okay, so what I'll say happens is, Guy, you go into full, like, what's his name? Fucking Zach Galifianakis in The Hangover at the poker table, just like you're seeing numbers floating through the air above you, and you find a vulnerable system. And you hack into it, and you realize that you 100% can get access to these 50 million credits. But because you have 2 threat, the one problem is you have to physically go to this bank to do it. It's on a nearby planet,
Shit.
but you can 100% get these 50,000 or 50 million credits.
Okay, so Gungan gangster, so here's the nitty gritty, and I'm sure you already heard this. But I have access to the money. I have to just walk out of here for just a bit. Might take a few hours. And I'll pop back in. Bob's your uncle, and credits in your mouth.
I did not know that you knew my Uncle Bob. That fills me with somewhat more understanding and respect for you. Tell you what, if you pinky swear that you shall return, and you take my most trusted lieutenant, Long John Girthy, with you, then you may go.
Okay.
I'm concerned about how heavy you are about this robot man.
Oh, I just did drugs. That's what that was.
Sure.
Okay, here we go. Pinky promise.
So he reaches out and he pinky swears you.
yeah.
We're doing it live.
Yeah.
You're doing it
So
weird,
everyone
too.
knows.
Upside down pinky swear.
That's how you do it on Naboo.
Oh, okay.
Look, man, I read a lot of those expanded universe novels. Some weird shit in those.
Okay, and then I pop out little rollerblades underneath my feet, and I scoot off. Say bye later.
And Long John Girthy's just like awkwardly running after you. He'll get there eventually. So do all of you want to go on this this banking quest?
I don't really want to stay, but I do want to roll dice to see which of us wins this slap fight. There are 2 children wrestling. I want to know who gets up first.
All right, go ahead. God damn.
It's got to be Brawl, right?
Yeah, it does.
Brawn and Brawl?
And
Yeah.
Brawl, yeah.
I get 1 green die. What about you?
I get 2.
Oh, man. This isn't playing to my strengths. I might have to shoot you later.
Just remember, whoever wins gets Palpatine's lightsaber. Maybe.
It's a laser sword.
Fair enough.
Oh,
It's a success.
1 success.
It's a tie. We both get up at the same time, both pulling the other guy's hair, and then we back off, but both fall down.
We
both dancing away.
Like Wakka just steps through the 2 of you, knocking both of you over simultaneously, somehow winning.
Yeah. We both get up, declaring our own victory psychologically.
Yeah, knowing that we'll be the bigger man and not belittle the other guy.
And when you get up and you declare your victory, can both your pants pop off and go, bow? Just like a classic Simpsons.
Yeah, I like it.
Yes, but we both pull them up, assuming Wakka blocked the other guy from seeing it happen.
Yes. Canonically, I did not disclose on the podcast that I got dressed after wearing a towel, so my towel just falls off, I guess. I mean, let's assume I was wearing clothes, but also maybe I was just wearing a towel. Yeah. That's why the negotiation
Yeah,
didn't
so
go
his
well.
pants go bare, and yours
And
go
I
like.
say, we'll see you after the robbery, oh, wonderful Gungan leader. And then I just sort of like walk out bravely because I don't want him to give me shit after I fucked up the earlier thing.
So how are you feeling about your dead uncle?
This is just a train wreck for Brash on like a real narcissist scale because one, he couldn't win over a fucking one-eyed Gungan. Two, he just lost a fight to the stupidest man he's ever met. And three, his uncle's dead. And that means he can die too, which now means he gets to journey through an existential crisis. Because I think Brash has always assumed subconsciously that he is a lead character in his story. Like, he watched a lot of, like, vid movies. So he's like, oh, I'm important, and a lot of other people are extras. And, like, the lead cast, they may betray each other, but it's like a soap opera. He's like, you're going to come back around, and then he and I will be friends, and maybe I'll win over my siblings one day. Like, he secretly believes the future might get better. But seeing Xanatos die is like, oh, no. What if I'm an extra? Like, that's his big fear now.
I might be the red shirt.
Yes.
All right. Fair enough. Vic, how are you feeling about winning this fight?
He was a little distracted by that, so he didn't hear what Brash said to the Gungan as he departed, but he won't let Brash have the last word. So, kind of a combination of not knowing what he said, but just how he said it. Brash will just get up, dust himself off, and be like, and just like back away and bow out of the door.
All right. And Wakka, you going with these guys, or are you tending to your scheme?
Well, my plan is on the ship, so I guess is he taking our ship?
Yes.
So
I mean, I don't know if you guys would let him take the ship.
Let who take the ship?
N-Gage.
Well, he doesn't
we're
know
all
how to
going
fly
together.
it. I have to fly it.
Yeah, and you're not going with him, so that's
Well,
fine.
no, I'm going with him to get the thing. I'm not staying hanging out here.
Oh, I thought you were just going to hang out in like a side room.
No, wait, fuck that. I was like, I'm not staying with the murder man. He killed Xanatos. This is all my excuse to get out.
Who's
Great.
got the keys? I'm waiting right by the ship.
All right, so you make your way out, and N-Gage is like tapping his rollerblades impatiently by the ship.
Click, click, clack.
Oh, this works for me. Do you know where we're going, or was this just an incredibly fortunate lie?
Yes, you have the data.
Yeah, we're going to the banking center in the Dunbar cluster. It's just, a hop and a skip. It's literally only 3 light years away.
Convenient.
That actually works out for me. I've got a couple of banking things I need to straighten out.
Oh, you're here. Okay. Has anybody seen Wakka?
I walk up with my arms full of the floaty droids. I was just like, don't mind me. And then I kind of go by and I go into the a room that I've set aside where
A whole new room on the
where
ship.
there's like, I don't know what room this
It's
would
the
be.
broom closet. It's the only room you have.
I need a bigger room though. So I had set Kano out, kind of like tanning his hide, and then I put the floating droids kind of like next to him, and I'm just like, everything is coming into readiness.
What a nightmare.
And then I close the door, and then I kind of like I walk away.
We'll say it's an unmarked medical bay.
Yeah, it's
that 100% you could be using as a medical bay.
Yeah,
but you're using it. Yeah, but you're using it as a tannery.
I found a medical bay, but just didn't click.
Yeah, no, it's just a room with a
okay.
bench. Like, this is
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, okay, great.
All right, so I imagine I'm up in the cockpit, but I had to get directions from N-Gage.
Yeah, so just go straight for like light year, hang a left. Once you get to like
You know what? I thought you were going to be really helpful, but I found a star map, so luckily I know where the cluster is. But I do have a question for you. This
yeah,
whole
shoot, fella.
50 million credits.
Uh-huh.
Is this legitimate? You can do this?
Oh, it's completely legitimate. Basically, this place we're going to, it's pretty much just like a ATM machine. So everyone.
See, most people just call them ATMs because the M stands for machine.
Yeah, but I'm a machine, and double the machine means double the fun, asshole. So we go to the ATMM, and there's going to be somebody working there because there usually is, just to make sure it's in operation. So I just talked to him, and he should be able to get us our clams.
I've got an interesting question for you, N-Gage. How do you feel about danger? And Brash turns purple because he's a little bit excited by this idea he's having.
Ooh, danger, huh? Hey, well, if I had a little pee-pee, it'd be getting...
What?
You're here too, Vic. Convenient. All right, well, I need everyone to agree to this.
So
except Wakka, he just sort of agrees.
What?
Welcome, Wakka.
Well, I'm saying I'd be very aroused if I had a penis. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
So N-Gage is ready for danger. Vic, do you want to roll the dice on a fortune?
I mean, 50 million's not a lot to risk your life over. But I mean, if it's part of the deal that gets us, into Agrippa's bowling alley, then
if we could put it down on a bet, couldn't you make 10 times that?
I mean, yeah, obviously, easily. Well, how is that even a question?
One bet away from $1 billion. Wakka, do you want to kill some things and make a poor decision?
Okay.
I think maybe we should take this 50 million credits and just keep it for ourselves.
Oh, what do you think about that, Pigman?
I do not care for this plan at all. And he swings his axe down at Brash.
This episode of Dumb, Scum, and Villainy features the voices of Ryan LaPlante at the Ryan LaPlante on Twitter, Tyler Hewitt at Tyler_Hewitt on Twitter, Adam McNamara at Adam McNamara 13 on Twitter, Guy Bradford at Guy Bradford on Twitter, and our fantastic Game Master Tom McGee at McGeeTD on Twitter. This episode was edited by Ryan LaPlante, and all of Dum Dums and Dice's art is by Decapitated Markers at Decapitated Marker on Twitter. That's MRKR. Our theme song is In Orbit by Chronox, and our ad music is No Control and Chiefs by Jazzar, JAHZZAR, all available at freemusicarchive.org. When it comes to Dum Dums and Dice, you can visit our website at dumdumdice.com. Our Twitter and Instagram are at dumdumdice, and on Facebook at facebook.com/dumdumdice. But most importantly, we've got merchandise at redbubble.com/people/dumdumdice, or you can join our Patreon at patreon.com/dumdumdice. That's DUMBDICE. Now get out of my shop. I'm a Toydarian. Your Jedi mind tricks do not work on me. Dum Dums and Dice has to give a special thank you to the supreme beings of our Patreon at this time: Christian Menicola, Long, the Half-Blind Prophet, James Cuellar, DM Rob, Christopher Little, Joshua White, Olin Anderson, and Jill and Noel LaPlante. If you want your name to be added to this list, you can join our Patreon too at patreon.com/dumdumdice. Thanks to them, and a little bit of thanks to you.